All right, Kenya scrap metal dealers are calling for a comprehensive review of the Scrap Metal Act and its associated regulations. The Scrap Metal Dealers Association argues that the current framework disproportionately targets their industry, leaving the Scrap Metal Council ineffective. Dennis Otieno has the details.
In 2015, the National Assembly enacted the Scrap Metal Act to regulate the trade of scrap metal in the country. The formation of the Scrap Metal Council was a cornerstone of this legislation, aimed at ensuring its effective implementation. However, 9 years later, the Scrap Metal Dealers Association contends that the Act has done little to safeguard their business interests.
We are talking about 20,000-30,000 dealers across the country. These people need to be regulated. This industry needs to be checked. What we're having currently is an unset Scrap Metal Council that does not have any authority. We want the Act to be changed. Let the Scrap Metal Council have powers to hire and fire. Let it be an independent body. I'm telling you, the money you pay through licenses is enough to take care of the Scrap Metal Council.
Trade in scrap metal has often been blamed for the vandalism of critical infrastructure, particularly along major highways. This has jeopardized the future of an industry that, according to the association, generates significant economic value, contributing up to 1 billion shillings daily.
The Inspector General of Police sits in the board of the Scrap Metal Council. You know, it will be easier. The PS Interior, Raymond Omolo, sits in the board of the Scrap Metal Council. It will be easier to engage him, you know, with us as an industry, sitting in the very same board.
The association is also advocating for more stringent measures to combat vandalism and protect public infrastructure, which they say is crucial for the industry's reputation and sustainability.
We are working with the DCI, we are working with the Inspector General, and we will ensure that our people are given a clear guideline of doing business. The issue of harassing and sideshows by the police, those ones are not going to be accepted.
Additionally, the lobby is pushing for a favorable tax regime to help traders remain competitive in the global market.
They have decided again to slap us another 1.5% of the tax from one side and another 1.5% to the other side. What does that mean? If I take material to the company today, the company will deduct at least 1.5% from me and remit to the government.
You cannot pay all this licensing fee. As I've mentioned to you, $500,000. Then the government here comes and overtaxes us. You know, it's totally impossible. We are getting penalties, huge penalties. The police are on our case.
While scrap metal dealers have shown willingness to cooperate with the government on reforms, achieving long-term solutions will require tighter regulations and regional cooperation to combat smuggling networks. Dennis Otieno, Citizen TV, Nairobi.